All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this webinar. My name is Chris Slaveda. I'm the founder of Simple Listing Solutions. And if you're a real estate agent, good on you. I'm going to show you right now, just for being here, I'm going to show you how to, well, what we're really going to talk about right now is farming a geographic community to get listings in a way that really just makes way too much sense. Makes the job too easy. How to farm a geographic area and just make it easy and really inexpensive. Any agent can do this. If you're a veteran, you've been around for a while, you're going to watch this and say, that is a great idea, and I can do that. And if you're a brand new agent in the business, you're going to look at this, you're going to say, that's a great idea, I can do that, right? If you got a bucket load of money, resources, you got a big war chest, you can say, hey, I can do this all day long. And if you don't have a bunch of resources at your disposal, you can say, I can do this all day long too, okay? So I'm going to show you guys a system right now for generating listing business out of whatever community you choose, right? How to go out and get listings. So we're going to talk about that, and it's going to be an interesting presentation here for you. I can promise you that. So again, my name is Chris Slaveda. I'm the founder of Simple Listing Solutions, and you can come over here to simplelistingsolutions.com and learn all about us and contact me and talk to me and set the system up for yourself if you'd like. We'd love to help you. All right. So it all starts like this. I've got a website. I'm a real estate agent, okay? And I'm going to call this website my mothership, okay? This is where people can come search for homes. Just like you've got a website where people can come search for homes, right? If you're a realtor, you probably do. Now, what makes my website a little different, besides the standard stuff like about us, right? Search for homes. I got my blog linked up over here, and I know how to blog, right, over on Active Rain, which is an authority site. So I blog over at Active Rain, and I put links in my blog articles to my website over here, right? So that's one way to get SEO, but I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole with you right now. Instead, I just want to show you that I've got what I'm going to call a standard real estate agent general information website where you can go and search for homes. And I'm not concerned too much about the SEO, the search engine optimization of this website, and I'll tell you why. Google doesn't like real estate agent websites, right? They're like anchors on the ocean floor, and trying to get these things to float with search engine optimization is like trying to get an anchor to float. You could, you could spend a bunch of money in trying to do that, but why? You can do other things, right, for SEO. So I just want you to know that I've got a real estate agent website here, right, just like you probably have. Maybe yours doesn't look like mine. Right, mine's a little different. Mine says, now you can rest assured your San Diego County home sells for top dollar with a powerful marketing strategy designed for markets just like the one we're in right now. And it talks about how to make me the last agent you interview, and I'll reveal marketing secrets I can't share here. It talks about my easy exit listing agreement and how it allows you to rest easy, right? It talks about how it takes more than a sign in the yard and pictures on the MLS to get top dollar for your house. Little note from me, right? So that's happening on my homepage here. There's a video testimonial here from someone saying, hey, I had my home listed with another brokerage and it didn't go anywhere, and then I met Chris and he got my home sold. Right? Find out how much your home is worth. So these are the things that are kind of happening on my homepage. Right? I've got real estate divorce specialist over here. I'm not going to get into that stuff, but this is my mothership. This is my general information real estate agent website. All right. Now, Rick Geese with Remax, he took this one and he changed it a little bit. Right? His looks like this. Got a bunch of different pages, short sale stuff, deficiency judgment, how to avoid foreclosure, free initial consult, downsizing and 5 simple steps, ask to foreclosure pro, probate help, senior real estate help, right? Video testimonials. He's got a bunch of stuff over here on his stealth site, right? Ed Trivers, he turned his into a farm-specific site for Sierra Lakes real estate, right? Things all about Sierra Lakes. And how to win $25. Come over here once a week. You can win $25 if you live in Sierra Lakes, and I'll show you how. It's got fun games and stuff happening to get his farm to sort of interface with his website, right? But these are all just general information real estate agent websites, all right? And so here's what I've done is, I call this website my mothership because inside of it there's a bunch of little microships that I can launch, millions of them. Think about they're like little flying saucers that can, they just fly out of this thing. And then, I assign a domain name to them, and then I've got a bunch of other websites. And when I say websites, I'm really talking about web pages, like squeeze pages, right? For example, your neighbors at 16057 Orchard Glen put their home on the market, see their asking price, and discover how much yours could sell for in the next 60 days. This is a squeeze page, right? It's got a picture about this property that just came on the market in my farm area, and it says 16057 Orchard Glen, this lovely 5-bedroom, 3.5-bath craftsman-style home. Some information about the house. Right. So this house just came on the market, and so I gave a little headline, I put a photo up, and I wrote a little bit of information about the house. And that took all of 10 seconds. I wrote the headline, just had to change the street address, actually, put in a photo, real easy. Type some words, right? I don't know HTML, I'm not a computer programmer, but I can type, and so I typed in some words, I clicked save, and I built this little squeeze page here in 5 minutes, right? I launched it from my mothership. I'll show you how I did that. But I launched it from my mothership, right? And then below the property information about this new listing that just came on the market, it says, how much could your home sell for in the next 60 days? Get your free Bullseye Home Value Report right now. Up to the minute and way more accurate than Zillow, right? And then they've got all this information to fill out about their property. And then please describe any additional features and da-da-da. Now, when they get down past that form field, where they're going to find out how much their home would sell for in the next 60 days, it just says, if you're planning on selling, I'd like to interview for the job. Right? My name's Chris Silveda, da-da-da, some information about me and my systems, my easy exit listing agreement, my $1,000 seller guarantee, got clutter, I've got a system for that, professional home staging, and lots more. Sincerely, Christopher M. Silveda, Solutions Real Estate. P.S. I help your neighbors, and I can help you too. Thanks for considering me when you need a professional real estate advisor. They can watch this little video testimonial right here of some people saying, hey, Chris did a great job. Right. So this is like a one-page website. It's called a squeeze page. It's a lead capture site. And who's it designed to capture? Oh, people who live in and around 16057 Orchard Glen neighborhood that might be thinking about putting their home on the market. Because here's something I want you guys to know. When a home comes on the market in a neighborhood, there's usually another home to follow, if not 2 or 3, fairly soon thereafter in the same neighborhood. I don't know why. It just works that way. It just works that way. But let's think about the psychology of a seller. If you're thinking about selling this summer or whenever, but you're thinking about it, what you'll start to do long before you ever contact a realtor, what you'll start to do is you'll start to gather information, especially information that comes to you easily. Like when you're driving home one day and you see a for sale sign in the neighbor's yard down the street, you'll jump out and you'll grab a property flyer. You're going to want to know, well, how much are they selling that house for? Because then you'll compare it to your house. Well, how much would mine sell for? So every home you see selling in the neighborhood, you're going to want to grab a property flyer because you're going to want to know, hey, how much is this home selling for? Why? You're trying to figure out, well, what's my home worth? How much would my home sell for? So that's what potential sellers, which is who you're trying to contact in neighborhoods, right? Potential sellers, that's what they're thinking, right? They're in that data collection phase before they ever get to the point of listing their home. And so farming a neighborhood for sellers, it makes a lot of sense to farm around properties that were just listed. Like you find a home that just got listed at 16057 Orchard Glen. Hey, go deliver 100 flyers to 100 houses all around Orchard Glen, right? And now you're in a target-rich environment, right? Now it could also be your neighbors at 16057 Orchard Glen. Guess what happened to them? Like this doesn't have to be for a just listed. You could also farm around just solds. Because the neighbors, they also want to know about that too. Well, we know that home is on the market for quite a while. How much did it sell for? Right? So if you wanted to broadcast a message to a community, right, a neighborhood, one of the most powerful messages you could broadcast is, guess what your neighbor's home just sold for? And by the way, find out what yours would likely sell for in the next 60 days. That is a great piece of bait to catch sellers before they put their home on the market. Okay, so from my mothership, I logged into my back office and I spawned this little page and I gave it a URL. What kind of a URL did I get? I went over to GoDaddy and I bought a domain name called 16057orchardglen.net. Do you know how much that domain name would cost you over at GoDaddy? $2. 16057orchardglen.net. I could assign it to this page very easily. And now I've got a website hanging up at 16057orchardglen.net that says your neighbors at 16057orchardglen.net put their home on the market. see their asking price, and discover how much yours could sell for in the next 60 days. Right. So what could I do now that I just made a website? It took me 5 minutes for this particular neighborhood, for a particular property. Right. This could be my own listing. I could make a website for my own listing real quick. But what could I do with it? Like, how would I get the neighborhood to go to it? 2 things. 3 things, in fact, but let me give you the first 2. Number 1, if you have a mailing budget, the best way to mail into a neighborhood, a geographic farm area, is through the U.S. Postal Service's program called EDDM. It stands for Every Door Direct Mail. And through Every Door Direct Mail, you can blanket a geographic farm area with jumbo postcards for about 15 cents each, right? 15 cents per door. That's cheap. That's less than half the price of a first-class stamp. Right? In fact, it's about 1/3 of the price of a first-class stamp. Now, what you need to know about the EDDM program is they won't allow you to put like mailing labels. So you can't put Tom and Rhonda Smith at 1-5 because they're not going to deliver it to Tom and Rhonda Smith. What they're going to do is they're going to deliver your jumbo postcard to every single house on the route that you've chosen. So you say, hey, this is the neighborhood. It's on this route. I want this jumbo postcard to go to this entire route. And then they'll deliver it to the entire route at 15 cents a pop. Right. So if you made a web page like this, your neighborhood, your neighbors at 16057 Orchard Glen put their home on the market, you could pick this route with EDDM and you could mail a jumbo postcard to every home for 15 cents each. Right. And what could those jumbo postcards look like? Well, let's just look at these from the beginning slideshow. Right. Here's one. Real easy. Your neighbors at 16057 Orchard Glen put their home on the market. See their asking price and discover how much yours could sell for. Go to www.orchardglenforsale.net. Right? That's real easy. I could do this in black and white, down and dirty, super cheap, out the door. Right? How about great family seeking 3 to 4 bedroom Village Park home? Want to sell yours? Alternatively, I can bring you a cash offer on any Village Park condo. Right. This is, I've been watching Village Park like a hawk for this great family for more than 6 months now. They know where they want to live, and Village Park is it. They're fully approved and ready to purchase a 4-bedroom home or a 3-bedroom home with extra room/office space. Please call me right away. I got my phone number. And then below that it says, meet Dan, my investor guy, who's always interested in purchasing any 1 to 2-bedroom attached condo unit anywhere in 92024, but particularly in Village Park. So if you own a condo in Village Park and you'd like a cash offer without putting your home on the market, please call me right away. Also, see how much your home would sell for in the next 30 days at villageparkhomewanted.net. Right? villageparkhomewanted.net. I could flip them over. Find out how much your Village Park home could realistically sell for in the next 60 days. So this is the kind of stuff that I could be sending out per the EDDM program to the entire Village Park neighborhood. Right? Or I could create these quickly from a template. I could print them out myself on a piece of paper. Right? I could print them 2 up. Right? Meaning I would put 2 of these on 1 piece of paper. So when I print it out, I cut it in half. I just made 2 postcards. Right. So if I wanted to, I could go to my copy machine and I could make 50 of these, cut them in half, and now I got 100 of them. And I could go to the neighborhood around 16057 Orchard Glen, and I could quickly distribute 100 flyers just like this to properties all around that thing that just got listed, or all around that thing that just sold. Does that make sense? Right. And then I could drive area homeowners to say, hey, I'm going to go over this guy's website and I'm going to find out about this property that just sold down the street. Wow, I'm curious, what would mine sell for in the next 30 days? Okay, so that's a simple system for farming a neighborhood, right? So with web pages like this, your neighbors at 16057, or great family seeks lovely 3 or 4 bedroom home in Village Park. Who wants to sell, right? Meet Lily, Michael, Jill, and Noah, and Dan, my investor guy, right? And by the way, while you're over here, find out how much your home would sell for in the next 30 days. Right, then I always close it with, if you're planning on selling, I'd like to interview for the job. My name is, and here's some information about me. Right, so this is what's called a lead capture squeeze page. Right, and this one, just by nature of the headline, is farming a community called Village Park. And just by nature of the headline, I'm almost getting everybody in Village Park. I'm telling everybody in Village Park, if you own a 3 or 4 bedroom home, I've got some buyers that are fully approved and are looking for a home. Why not give me a call? And if you live in Village Park and you own a condo, I could give you a cash offer tomorrow. Why not give me a call? And if you're not interested in any of those things, but you'd like to know how much your home would sell for in the next 60 days, why not fill in this free report and I'll let you know. Okay. And again, what's my marketing method? Jumbo postcards, right? That I'm either hand delivering to 25, 50, 100 properties around that just listed or around that just sold, or I'm using EDDM and I'm blanketing the entire neighborhood with things like this. And I'm driving people to a squeeze page to find out what's going on in their neighborhood, right? And to find out how much their home would sell for in the next 30 or 60 days. Okay, that's one thing I could do. I could also go onto Facebook and I could run Facebook pay-per-click ads, really cheap. I could have a $5 a day budget, right? And I could target this zip code and this zip code only, you know, with an offer to find out how much your home would sell for in the next 30 days and a little link that would just click them right over to that website, right? They just click on my Facebook ad, boom, they would land on the page, right? So I could use the EDDM, Every Door Direct Mail program, and get jumbo postcards out into a neighborhood. I could hand deliver, right? I could hand deliver, and I could run Facebook pay-per-click ads. Those are three things that any agent could do pretty much right now, right? If you have no budget for Facebook pay-per-click ads or a big mailing budget, no problem. Go over, use your broker's copy machine, make 100 of these things like I just showed you, right? The postcards like I just showed you, because I've got the template already created. You knock them out, you print out 100, cut them in half, now you got 200, and go work the neighborhood, right? You could do that 2, 3, 4 times a week around different just listeds or just solds, right? You could do that. And Rick Geese with Remax Advisors, he'll tell you, Facebook pay-per-click ads do work. They do drive people to pages just like this, and people will fill out the report, and you'll get a lead in your back office saying, yeah, please tell us how much this is worth, and you'll call them up, and you can get their home listed. Right. So your neighbors at 16057 Orchard Glen, great family seeks lovely 3 or 4 bedroom home. But how about this one? Selling your home on your own to avoid paying a broker's fee will almost always cost you more than the broker's fee, and here's why. So who am I targeting here? FSBOs. Right. Selling your home on your own to avoid paying a broker's fee will almost always cost you more than the broker's fee, and here's why. Right. And so I'm going to show you guys something here in a minute, because what I would do before I actually launched this webpage is I would lose this photo right here. Boy, I got no ink in that yellow marker. That's interesting, isn't it? I would lose this photo right here, and I would replace it with a video very easily. I would have a video of me explaining exactly what I mean when I say selling your home to avoid paying a broker's fee will almost always cost you more than the broker's fee. And what I would do right here in my little 2-minute video is I would explain what I call the Rolex watch effect, right? And it basically sounds like this. You go to the jewelry store and you buy a Rolex watch for $22,000. You bring it home and have a garage sale the next day, and you say, hey, I've got this Rolex watch, brand new in the case, never worn, didn't even touch it yet. $22,000 I paid for it, but I'll sell it to you for $21,500. You know what? Nobody's going to buy it from you. They'd rather go to the jewelry store and pay $22,000. I say, no. Because you're not the jewelry store, right? I'm looking for a deal. I'm looking for a discount. This is a garage sale. I'm not going to give you that. Right. Same thing with for sale by owners. You're like a garage sale. Oh, you don't have any agent representing you. You're not paying a bunch of money in commissions. We want a piece of that savings. That's what happens to FSBOs. And, you know, in this market, a lot of buyers, especially with FSBOs, right, they're going to hang out and wait, watch his twist in the wind and make you suffer. Right. So I would put together a little 2-minute video that says, did you know that trying to sell your home on your own, right, isn't that easy? And here's why. I call it the Rolex effect. When people come to your for sale by owner house, they're going to be looking for a discount. And they're looking for the discount that you're saving by not having a brokerage represent you. Right. So if you have a full-service brokerage representing you, 9 out of 10 times they're going to get you more money, and they're going to get you money faster. Doesn't have to be me, right? But I would just explain that in a little video right here. And I could send this out to FSBOs. I could put little notes on their door, say, hey, go check this out. Right. And then, by the way, how much could I sell your home for in just 30 days? Wouldn't you be curious? You want to be curious what I could sell your home for in the next 30 days? Just go ahead and fill out my free Bullseye Home Value Report, and I'll let you know. Right. So I could target FSBOs. I could target, you know, anybody in Village Park, or name the community, right? Any kind of homeowner, condo owner, anybody. Right. And I can target neighborhoods around just listeds and just solds. Super easy. I'm going to show you how easy it is here in just 1 minute. right? I could do this. I could target expired listings, right? Here's how to put your home back on the market and have it sold in 45 days or less, guaranteed, right? It's a squeeze page. It's a little squeeze page that I spawned from my mothership, right? Very easily. So here's a squeeze page. Here's how you can sell your home for less than you owe the bank, avoid foreclosure, save your credit, and get your lender to pay all the sales costs for free. Let me show you how. Get a free copy of my book, The Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales. Just give me your name, last name, email address. I'll send it right over. Right? You want to find out how much your home would sell for? Just click on the button. Right? So here's a squeeze page targeting short sale listings. Right? Here's a squeeze page targeting short sale listings, targeting Village Park homeowners, right? Targeting people in and around 16057 Orchard Glen, so neighborhood, right? Here's a squeeze page targeting expired listings, right? Meet with me for 15 minutes. I'll explain a strategy that will net you top dollar in 45 days or less. And when I'm done, you can decide to work with me, another agent, try it on your own, or do nothing at all. It's that easy. Right, but if you do decide to relist your home and use my services, some of the benefits you'll appreciate can include easy exit listing agreement, free Molly Maids, weekly updates, flexible fee schedule, 30-minute callback, no sign in the yard, all kinds of stuff. Right? And why don't you watch these little video testimonials about people who I've helped? They had their home on the market, their home didn't sell, and I came along and I got their home sold. Right? So this is a squeeze page targeting expired listings. And if you wanted one of these, we could put one together for you real quick. Right. In fact, all these template pages, they're already created. They come with this system. Let me close these other agents' sites. They come with, this mothership. Right. Here's my mothership. So here's what we're going to do together right now. I'm going to show you something. So I'm an agent just like you, and I live in San Diego. But let's just say, hey, I live down in Florida, and I live in a place called Tarpon Springs. That's a really cool little town just near Tampa and Clearwater? Yeah, Clearwater, Florida. I think it's Clearwater. Tampa Springs. I think that's Tarpon Springs. So here's what we're going to do. This is me, Chris Silveda. I just moved to Tarpon Springs, and I'm going to make a squeeze page like this or like this, right? Because I want to start targeting Tarpon Springs for no money out of my pocket. Right? So what do? Well, I can come over here to Simple Listing Solutions, and I can just log right into my back office, right? And I'm going to do that. Logging in. Okay, I just logged into my back office. And now remember, I've got this website right here, this domain name. The URL is Pass It On. You can see that, psst-passiton.com. Pass it on. So this is one of my websites, right? And I just logged into my back office, and you can see here it is. So I'm going to click on passiton.com to let the system know that this is the site I'm working on, right? So I clicked on that, and I can come down here and say, let's look at my lead center and see if I've got any leads in there right now from that particular website. I do, just one, right? And they're getting dripped on. There's an automated drip campaign dripping on them. There's only one in there right now at the moment. But how about my expired listings squeeze page? Let's click on that one. Do I have any leads from that page? Let's come down here and click on my lead center. Yeah, wow, look at all these. I got some leads in here, right? I got some leads in here from that expired lead page, sdexpired.com, right? So I can operate in between my websites this easy. I just select which site am I looking at, click, and then I can go look at the lead center. I can customize the website from that page. I can do whatever I want, right? So let's go over here to passiton.com, and let's spawn a new site like this, or like this, or like this, or like this, whatever we want. Okay, let's duplicate this one, Your Neighbors at 16057 Orchard Glen, for a new property that just came on the market. So here's what I do. I'm in my back office, and I'm going to come down here and click on Customize Website Content. These are all the different pages that I have for my websites. They may not be showing, but I have them accessible, and I could drag them onto my website and make them, viewable, or I could drag them away so people can't see them. But I have all these different web pages available to me from my website, right? And now I created this page, this web page, Your Neighbors at 16057 Orchard Glen, just recently, right? And I named it What did I name it? I named it FSBO offer, seller's guarantee, single property. Here it is. I named it single-property_squeeze for a squeeze page. Right here it is. If I click view, you can see it. There it is. There's that page. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy that page. So single_property_squeeze, right? 16057 Orchard View. I'm gonna click copy, and then a page ID is going to be single_property_SQ for squeeze page, and then I'm just going to write _demo because this is just something we're doing together for fun right now. And then the menu button text. What would I call it? Well, I got a new property. It's not at 16057 that I want to mark it around. I've just found one over on Appleview, right? So we're going to name this one 1223 Appleview. All right, and I'm going to say submit. And now that's done. So now let's go down here. Let's scroll down, and we've got this new page that we just created called 1223 Appleview. Let's look at it. Looks exactly like 16057 Orchard Glen, doesn't it? Because all we did was copy Orchard Glen. We just copied a page that already existed. Right? But that's not what we want to do. We're not done. So we've got 1223 Appleview, right? In fact, let's rename that because we're going to Tarpon Springs. We'll call it Tarpon Springs Road. Tarpon Springs Home. All right. Submit. Okay. Rename page, change today, your changes are now active. Okay, so we're going to go back here to menu, and we're going to say customize website content, and we're going to scroll down here to this page, 1223 Tarpon Springs Home. Now we're ready to edit the page and make some changes. So look, I'm going to click edit, and it opens up that page in essentially what looks like a Microsoft Word document. I can very easily work in here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this address to 1223 Tarpon Springs. Tarpon Springs. S-P-R-I-N-G-S, right? And we're going to click submit. All right. So now at this point in the process, we're almost done. I'm going to close all these other things so we don't confuse our brains any further. At this point in the process, we're almost done. Let's take a look at this. View this page online. So now we've got the same page here, Orchard Glen, but now it says your neighbors at 1223 Tarpon Springs put their home on the market. So here's what I'm going to do just for fun right now. I'm going to go onto the internet and I'm going to type Tarpon Springs homes. Right, I'm just going to hit enter. And then I'm just going to click on images. And here's some homes in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Okay, so I like this one. That's good looking. Yeah, that's pretty good looking. So is this. Let's take this one. All right, so I've got this photo right here, and I'm going to use this screen capture software that I have that comes with this system. So if you don't have it, don't worry about it. All right, capture region, and I'm going to just come down here and take a picture of this picture. All right, and I'm going to save it as, file save as 1223 Tarpon Springs. And I'll just save that right to my desktop. I'm going to click Save. Okay, so I'm done. I'm done. I can close that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back into my back office, and I'm going to click Menu. Now I'm going to come over here to where it says Upload Images, and I'm going to say Add another image. Add another image, because I've already uploaded a bunch of images on here. Right? And then I'm going to select, okay, well, choose File. I'm going to go to my desktop, and it's called 1223 Tarpon Springs. There it is. Open. I'm just going to upload it here. All right. Now there's that image. I just uploaded the image. In the act of uploading the image, I actually created a URL. I converted this image into a URL. So I'm going to right-click on that URL and say Copy Link Address. Okay. Now I'm done. I'm going to go back here to Menu. I'm going to go back to Customize Website Content. I'm going to scroll down to that page that we're working on, 1223 Tarpon Springs. I'm going to click Edit. Now I'm going to come down here to this picture. I'm going to click on this picture, and then I'm going to come up right here where there's a photo of a tree. It says Insert Image. I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to delete the URL that I have in there, and I'm going to put in that new URL, right? I'm going to change my house. I'm just going to say update. All right. Now that's pretty big. I don't want it to be that big. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click back on this, and I'm going to come over here where it says appearance, and I'm going to make this smaller. We're going to go 425, and then that should also self-correct, 304. Let's say update. Okay. Now it's a little smaller. Right. So now I'm going to come down here and click submit. Submit. Now I'm going to say, let's view this page online. All right. So now we're at your neighbors at 1223 Tarpon Springs put their home on the market, see their asking price, and discover how much yours could sell for in the next 60 days. Here's their house. Oh, this still says 16057 Orchard Glen, though, doesn't it? So we need to go back here and scroll down to that part, and we're going to change this to say 1223 Tarpon Springs. All right. And then we're going to imagine we changed all that information. We're just going to click submit. All right. And so we're going to come back over here and refresh. There we go. So I just created a squeeze page for a new property that just came on the market in Tarpon Springs at 1223 Tarpon Springs Road. And it says your neighbors at 1223 Tarpon Springs put their home on the market. See their asking price and discover how much yours could sell for in the next 60 days. Here's some information about the house, and then how much could your home sell for in the next 60 days. Right? In fact, if I wanted to, let's come back here and let's just scroll down a little bit and say, how much could your Tarpon Springs home sell for in the next 60 days? Let's say, and in fact, what would? I'm going to say, what would your Tarpon Springs home sell for in the next, right? I'm going to click submit. Pretty easy, you guys, right? It's just like working in a Microsoft Word document. Now I can come over here, I can just reload, right? And now I've got what would your Tarpon Springs home sell for in the next 60 days, right? Get your free home value report. Please, if you're planning on selling, I'd like to interview for the job, and here's my information down here, right? Which I could also easily change if I wanted to. I could put my photo down here. There's nothing I can't add to these pages. Videos, photos, doesn't matter. Hyperlinks, right? So now I've got a page, right, for this new property that just came on the market over in Tarpon Springs. And now remember, this thing, look, 1223. How hard is it to change? 1223, Tarpon Springs, right? Tarpon Springs. They just put their house on the market, right? And I could change some of this information. I could just change the URL, 1223 Tarpon Springs or tarponspringshomes.net, right, for $2. And I could just print out my flyer. So the whole process, really, of making a website like this for a property that was just sold or just listed, get a photo of the property, change the headline, put some information on there, click save, and you're done. You're done with that step. Step 2, go to GoDaddy, purchase a URL, tarponspringsHome.net, right? And then point it, you're done. Now you've got a website up and running, and it took 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Then you go over here and you say, okay, now I'm just going to get this template page. I'm going to make this thing, change the address, change the photo, and I'm just going to print it out, and I'm going to go today, and I'm going to get out there. I'm going to deliver 100 flyers around this property that just got listed. I could do that lickety-split today. I could do it to 3 or 4 different properties just listed all around the county. And I don't have to do it to just listed. I could do it just to just solds, right? Just solds. You'll be shocked at what your neighbors at 1223 Tarpon Springs just did. Right? Find out how much their home sold for and how long it took. Plus, determine how much your home would sell for in the next 30 days. Right? It's not hard. I could knock these squeeze pages out all day long. All day long. What if I wanted this to be a video right here? Right? Like I did over at sdexpired.com. Because over here, what I'm doing is I'm getting expired listings to come over here to this squeeze page. How do I do that? I do that with a letter campaign that I have. I have 4 letters that I drip on them, letter 1, letter 2, letter 3, letter 4. Once a week, a letter arrives in their mailbox saying, hey, did you know these things about me? You know, I know you had your home on the market. It didn't sell. That's got to be frustrated. You know, go meet neighbors of yours who also went through the same experience and look what happened to them. Right? So that's how I drive expired listings to come over here and listen to people. Look at this. Click.
Hi, my name is Ben, and Chris Silvata of Solutions Real Estate did a great job selling my Shadow Ridge home. And this was after it was listed for 4 months with another agent. I'm happy to do this testimonial. I highly recommend his services. He did a great job. He knows his craft really well.
That's awesome, right? How about Ani over at Scripps Ranch?
Hey everybody, I'm Annie, and a while ago I actually managed to sell my home, all thanks to Chris.
All right, so that's what's happening on this expired squeeze page. I've got videos over here. I don't have photos, but I could easily have a video here if there was a reason to, right? Like if I was making my FSBO page, you guys will see here, in fact, I'm going to make a video for that FSBO page too here with a killer script. I'd have a video. Hey, I'm so glad you came over to this website to find out how much your home would sell for in the next 30 days, plus why selling it on your own maybe doesn't make the best sense, right? And I would just tell the story. And now why do I do that? Because I'll tell you what, when people can meet you before they actually meet you.
Solutions Real Estate here in San Diego. I want to just take a quick minute and say, hey, thanks for just taking a moment.
So when people can meet you in their home at their leisure when it best works for them, they will. Right? If they had their home on the market, it didn't sell, and they're thinking about we got to get it sold, right? Yeah, maybe we'd like to talk to another agent at some point in the future. Hey, this is real easy. You can talk to me anytime you want on your schedule. Just go over here and you can just watch this. It's my 2-minute elevator pitch, right? And I got it down. Before I recorded it, I got it down so I know exactly what I want to say, and I said it. So come over here if you're expired listen. You can meet me, and you can meet happy clients, and you can learn about my services, right? Not hard to do. But how do we insert video? Well, we just go over to, we make a video and we can upload it onto YouTube, right? We could upload it onto YouTube. And then we could just come over and find our YouTube video, like this one right here. Got listings, right? And we can just grab the URL.
Simple listing solutions. Listen, if you're
just going to grab that URL right there, right? And I'm done. Now, if I want to put that video right here where there's picture is, I could just come back here and I could say, let's get rid of this picture. Right? Delete. And I could click on this little piece of film right here, and I could just paste in the video URL that I just grabbed, right? And just click Insert. And now there's that video. Click Submit. Right? Pretty simple. And I could come right back over here to this squeeze page and just reload. Right? And now you're going to see I've got a video right here in place of that picture. Now I've got to move this stuff up. A little bit of editing that needs to occur over here, so that's not a problem either. I just come right down here, right? Just come right down here and say, oh, backspace, just like working in a Word document, right? Backspace. There we go. Submit. So I just clean that up. Pretty easy, right? So you guys see that I don't know HTML. I'm not a computer programmer, but what I just did was made myself a little squeeze page. Right? I could have videos here, I could have photos here, I could have whatever I want. Whatever I want. But remember, this system that I'm showing you right now is for farming geographic areas, right? Neighborhoods. And you could make thousands, unlimited. Right? This little website up here, psst-passedon.com, my mothership, it could spawn thousands of these. It's unlimited. I can make as many squeeze pages as I want, assign a URL to them, done. Now, what I've done for you guys at Simple Listing Solutions, I create your website, right? Your general information, real estate agent website, search for homes, all that great stuff, right? Get a free copy of my book, The Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales. I've got all kinds of tools to make your general information real estate website really attractive to people, right? And systems for driving traffic over there. Right. But then what I've also done is I've created template pages for you, squeeze pages, that really all you need to do is open up and change the address, right? Put in a different photo and rewrite that information, and then you're done. You're done. And I've made these template pages for you for FSBOs, right? For geographic farm areas, for expireds, for probates, for divorce. And I give you the letters. Here you want the letters to mail to the divorce people. You want the letters to mail to the probate people. You want the letters to mail to the expired, to the FSBOs. But I've got them. You want the templates to send into a geographic farm area to drive people over to your new geographic farm squeeze page that you just made. I got those too. I got those too. And by the way, when people come over here and fill in this report, yeah, you got a built-in CRM lead center in the back office, and you're getting an update saying, hey, these people just requested a home value report. Here's all their information. Right? It's all done for you. over at simplelistingsolutions.com. So at Simple Listing Solutions, right, our stealth system, right, I'm going to just take us back there to the mothership, my website. Right, our stealth system over here, if you come over and you click sign up and you say, hey, listen, I'm going to sign up for this stealth system. Right now, today, it's one-time setup fee, $397. This is changing here pretty quickly, but $397 one-time setup fee. For what? You get your own real estate website, right, that could look like anything. It could look like anything. Let's look at Sierra Lakes home for sales again, right? It could look like, you could turn it into a farm, a geographic farm site if you want to, right? You could do that like Ed did, right? You could do what Rick Geese down there in Michigan did, right? And his is really short sale specific. Upside down your Michigan home or investment property. I'll help you save or avoid foreclosure, right? Get a free copy of my book. I've got all these tools for you guys. So what I do at Simple Listing Solutions is I give you a brand new website. We trick it out, make it look like whatever you want for your community, right? Get the pages on there that you want to have, whether it's your IDX linked up and all about me and Bullseye Home Value Report and things like that, probate help, right? These are squeeze pages also, by the way. I've got these probate help squeeze pages, right? Got money to burn, 2 options for selling your probated property. Right? Real estate divorce specialist, the house after divorce, what will you do? Right? And it talks about how you're RETA certified. What's RETA? That's a real estate divorce advisor. That's a certification that we give you with this system. Right? So I give you several certifications with this system. Certified short sale advisor, right? Certified foreclosure alternatives advisor, real estate divorce advisor. I got a bunch of these designations created. They just go with the pages and they go with the letters. Right? They go with the letters. What letters am I talking about? Well, if we go back here to Simple Listing Solutions, right, the place where we log into our back office, so I'm going to log in again. Log in. I've got what's called a letter library. I'm going to click on this letter library, and we're going to come down here to short sale letters, and let's go download Fight Foreclosure, download Tear Sheet, download Stop the Foreclosure. I don't know if I want to show you any of these letters. 10 tips for getting top dollar heart market. Don't sell too quickly. Yeah, got a whole letter library back here. Let's look at short sale divorce letter number 1. I'm going to share a very powerful letter with you. In fact, I'm going to share a letter with you that Rick Geese sent out to 11 people and got 5 appointments. Let me say that again, because I can't make it up, because I'm talking real people here, right? Michigan for MI foreclosure.help Rick Geese. 11 letters, not 1,100, not 11,000, 11 letters, 5 appointments. All right. So look at this. Dear, put in their name, put in their date. You can put in your logo up here. And this says your divorce filing was listed in the name of source. I'm very sorry to bother you, but I feel that I have information that could help make your divorce process go much easier on both of you. Right. It says the standard process of dividing up the marital assets by selling any property and splitting the proceeds or allowing one spouse to buy the other out isn't so easy these days. Since the real estate crash of 2008, many people have discovered their primary asset has become their primary liability. Many are unable to sell their property through the standard home sale process, and not wanting to be saddled with a mortgage balance higher than the appraised property value often leaves them feeling stuck and wondering what to do with their so-called underwater property. And then it says, that's where I come in. I can quickly find out if you owe more than your home will be able to be sold for in today's market. There's no cause to be embarrassed. Many homes are underwater, and you have options. I can sell your home at 0 cost to you. Right? So here he's got a letter positioning, this is a letter that I created with Rick, positioning themselves as a foreclosure alternatives advisor and a real estate divorce advisor. And who's he mailing this to? People who just filed for divorce in Macomb County who also happen to be underwater on their home. Right? And if you just filed for divorce and you own real estate that's underwater, that's a problem. Right. And Rick wants to let people know that you really need a specialist on your team in this sort of a situation, and that specialist is me in Macomb County. I specialize in helping people who are underwater on their home and going through divorce get their home sold in a way that really makes the most sense. Right. So, again, the riches are in the niches. And letters, Rick does his research before he sends a letter out. He's not just selling a shotgun blast to everybody, right, unless it's a geographic farm area EDDM postcard. Otherwise, it's highly targeted people getting these letters. Right. Now, expireds, that's not that hard targeted. You could say, hey, I'm only going to target expireds in a certain price point, or target, expireds in a certain area. Right. You could do that, right, with your list selection. But the letters exist. They're all back here. So for expired listings, letter 1, letter 2, letter 3, letter 4. You could just drip it on them. Drip, 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 drip. Easy exit guarantee tool is provided for you right here. If you want to call the expireds, here's the expired listing phone script. Right. A great script to use with expireds. Right. So this is a system that we've created over here at Simple Listing Solutions that gives you your own website. We make it look real great. Hook up IDX, link up your blog, put whatever images you want up here. We help you get all that done so it looks really sweet. If you want video testimonials, we help you get those. Right. And then you can spawn all the sites in the world. Farm sites, expired sites, FSBO sites, right? And we've got templates for those sites created. So as you want to make more, all you have to do is copy the template, change the headline a little bit, save. Now you got a new squeeze page created. And you can create thousands of them. So of course, every time you take a new listing, you can create a website just for your listing. Right? But I would do it like this. Your neighbors at 1223 Tarpon Springs just put their home on the market. See how much they're asking and learn how much yours could sell for in the next 30 days. I'd have maybe a video tour, a virtual tour of the property that you just listed. You could have that right here. Or you could have photos of the property you just listed right here, some information about it, and then find out how much yours would sell for. And there's your new property page. Every listing you take, you could do with other agents' listings, right? You could do it with just solds, day in, day out. So what would a system look like? A system would look like, hey, Chris, every week, in the mornings, I log on, I look for new listings, that I want to work the neighborhoods around. I take 20 minutes, I make a website for 2 or 3 of those listings, and then I make all my postcard, my handouts, and then I go to those neighborhoods and I walk 50 houses around each one, and I just stick my little postcard right in the crack of the door at eye level. I just bend it, stick it right there. Right? And I'm doing that to 3 or 4 different properties a week, and I do it every week. Right? That's a great way for going out and really proactively farming a community to get listings. Right? It's automated, and you're out there getting some air. Right? So that's what we're doing over here at Simple Listing Solutions. That's just a little bit of what we're doing over here. Right? But again, the stealth system for a one-time setup fee right now of just $397 and $39 a month. Right? Month to month, there's no contract. What it provides you is you get a ton of tools in terms of direct response letters, postcards, door hangers for going after short sale listings, and all kinds of other business. You get your own customizable direct response newsletter that you can send out every month. Right? You get your own real estate agent website, plus the ability to spawn thousands of squeeze pages from it for going after expireds and FSBOs and working geographic farm areas. Right? So it's kind of like a giant garage full of real estate agent tools for going out and farming and really going after the niche business. Right? So I'm going to go back here to menu, and I'm going to scroll right down here to where it says download the monthly newsletter, and I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to say download my June 2014 edition of the Welcome Mat. I'm going to click on that so you guys can see what it looks like for June. Right? And how easy it is for me to just click click open and print. Right? So let's just shrink this down a little bit. And what you're looking at right here is called the Welcome Mat. Right? It's a direct response newsletter. Right? And as you can see, it's already got my image pre-filled right here, the Chris Silveda team. Right? SanDiegoSellShort.com. Get a free copy of your book, The Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales. Get a free home value report. Thanks to your referrals. They're the lifeblood of my business. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mailing label goes right here. Right? This is the gutter of this thing. I wish I had some ink here to work for you, but I don't. This newsletter, it folds up, and it goes out in 2 folds. It goes out the size of a jumbo postcard. Right? And this is a 2-page newsletter. I mean, it's a 4-page newsletter. Excuse me. You can see the bottom pages down, and I don't know how to scroll down to them at the moment. So I'm not going to. Right? But I am going to just put my marker down here, and then, yeah, we can scroll down right here. You can see the inside pages of the Welcome Mat, right, for the month of June. Right? So for me, how easy is it? I just go into my back office. Let me show you how easy that is again. I just go into my back office. I click download the June edition. I open it up, and I just hit print, and I print it out. And I fold it in half. I stick a letter in it. I mail it out to my center of influence every month. Right? To help orchestrate referrals from my center of influence. What kind of letters do I insert into the newsletter before I put it out? The kind that you find in your back office in the letter library. right? Come over here to Center of Influence and click on these. Gives you great examples of letters that you create and put in your newsletter every month to send out to your Center of Influence to orchestrate referrals, right? Menu. I can come down here and I click Downloads, right? I've got a bunch of tools. Let me show you guys a little money-making business card. A money-making business card. Right? I'm going to blow this up a little bit, right? So if you're a RE/MAX agent, you got your balloon on the other side of this card. But the side that gets traction is this side. It says you can sell your home for less than you owe the bank, avoid foreclosure, save your credit, and get your lender to pay all the sales costs for free. Let me show you how. I'm a certified short sale advisor, and I wrote a book. It's called The Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales. And if you go over to my website, you can get a free copy. Right? All of that is on my business card. And now I can tell you guys exactly what letter, how to create it, what the envelope looks like, what you write on the handwritten letter that you stuff into an envelope, and then you stick this business card in it and you mail it to NODs, list pendants, right? Especially when that notice of trustee sale gets filed, and you get these people to pick up their phone and call you up and they say, please come help. Please come help. We need your help. It's easy. Right? And so that's a simple little tool. It exists right there in the back office. I mean, there's all kinds of tools that just exist right here in the back office, including all the certification seals. Short sale advisor, right? Short sale advisor, small, large, real estate divorce advisor, foreclosure alternatives advisor, probate advisor. We've got all these designation seals right back there for you to use in different marketing pieces. Okay, so from the back office of my system over here, what I'm going to call the back office to this website, I've got not just one lead center, but I've got a lead center for every single squeeze page that I spawn, right? And how do I go to the lead center for those things? I just determine, well, which website do I want to look at the leads from? SanDiegoSellShort.com. Let's go see if I've got any leads over there. Lead center. Yeah, look, quite a few in there. All right. Do I have any leads in GetExpiredListings.net? Boy, that is a stealth site. But I'm doing something else with it, so I don't think I've got any leads over there. Oh, yeah, boy, I sure do. All right. So that's how this system works in a nutshell. We help you farm communities in and around just listeds. You got unlimited websites for life, right? Unlimited, squeeze pages for life. And these forms are completely customizable. You can change the photo, change the headline, change the questions that you ask, right? So you can create custom forms, custom pages, anything you want out of this toolkit, right? So let me ask you, are you paying more than $39 a month for your website? And does it include a direct response newsletter like the welcome mat that you can print and send out every month, right? Does it include direct response letters to send to expireds or to send to FSBOs or to send to probate or to send to divorce people, right? Does it include unlimited websites, the ability to just build 1,000 squeeze pages quickly and easily? Right. Does it have IT support for you that you can just get on and say, hey, I need some help? Right. Does your website include a coach that can say, hey, what are you doing? How's your business working for you? What are your plans this week? Right. What's not working? What is working? Let's look at that together and see if we can help you get some more traction. Right. Let's look at your inventory. Are you fully leveraging your inventory? You understand the purpose of a listing is to get another one. What are you doing to leverage your existing inventory? Let's talk about that. So over at SimpleListingSolutions.com, $39 a month to month, you can get a ton of help and a ton of tools, and I would invite you to bring me onto your team. Right? Just come over to SimpleListingSolutions.com, click the sign up button, and look for the stealth system. Right? And what will happen next is we'll get your system activated, and I'll get you on the phone with me for a one-on-one fast start training, get all your questions answered, plug you into your IT support, show you how to reconnect with me. You'll send me images, photo, logo, and we'll start getting your stuff all dialed in and put together for you. And you could be out prospecting neighborhoods this week. You could be mailing to divorce people, probate people, FSBO people, expired people this week. Right? And I'll show you how to mail. How to mail. Knowing how to mail is critical. Otherwise, you're spending a bunch of money on postage, and you don't even know what's happening. Are they even opening my letter? Are they seeing the postcard? I don't know. I'm not getting a response. I sent 20,000 pieces out. It's like, wow, you got to know how to mail, right? One of the things that I hear from my members, like Jenny Talisazen or Larry Martin, who did 200 transactions last year, 200 transactions in 2013. Guy's killing it, right? Tom Jacobs, Rick Geese, Adam Anconi with Sotheby's. This is Alan Sharpen in San Diego, Tom Reinberg down in Florida, Ed Trivers. You were just looking at his farm site, right? Roseanne Nitty, there's Rick Geese with Remax out in Michigan. You know what they're going to tell you about this system? They'll say the very best thing about this system is not that you have every tool that you need, and not that every time you think of something that you could use and discover that you already have it. Oh, wow. I already have that, Chris? I didn't know that. Right? In terms of marketing and prospecting, all the tools you're going to dream up that probably already exist back here, and the ability to do things. But putting that aside, what these people will tell you is it's having Chris on your team. It's having these tools and having Chris on your team. And Dave, who's my IT rocket scientist. He's the IT support tech guy behind all this, right? It's having us on your team, right? That's worth a lot more than $39 a month. Right? But we're going to bring all these tools, get this stuff set up for you, help you get short sales, help you target FSBOs, help you target a geographic farm area, whatever you want to do, help you target expireds. You know, we'd love to help you do that. And that's what we do over at Simple Listing Solutions with the stealth system. Right. I've got some other systems that are watered down versions, right? They're smaller. They're good for their specific tasks. But what we've been talking about and going over today is this stealth system. Okay. So again, that's at simplelistingsolutions.com. My name is Chris Silveda. If you'd like to talk to me, if you have questions, you can call our toll-free number over here at 877-721-8220, and you can get me on the phone. If I don't pick up, I'll call you right back, and I'd love to chat with you and find out about your business and share some strategies for how I can help you. Right. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you got some great ideas, and thanks for not keeping us a secret. That's it. Go do good work. Bye.